Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on real quick and talk to you about something that just totally came up spontaneous. You know that I'm a special needs mom, and my youngest son now, who's ventilator dependent, is 5, and he started school about a year and a half ago, right? So these moments of clarity, man, they can run you over. Anyway, so when he was born, it was obviously life changing, totally turned our life upside down. And his 3 older brothers were in different stages dealing with it, and so was I, and so was my husband. So it came down to my husband and I took on different roles. He was suddenly the sole income winner, breadwinner, whatever you want to call it, and I had to stay home and take care of Wyatt, and it was very overwhelming. So, long story short, it ended up that we ended up bringing all 3 of my other kids home. First through online public school, which is a good option here in Florida, and then through homeschooling. And it started out of the simple necessity that I had to be home with Wyatt all the time. I couldn't drive them to and from school, and I needed the help with Wyatt to get him to and from his appointments with all his medical gear. And I just needed the support on top of everything else. So that was the ultimate decision. So the reason why I'm laughing is this totally just hit me out of nowhere today that I think when we become special needs parents, it's such a whirlwind. You kind of just go with it. You keep going because you have to. You don't have another choice, right? So it never crossed my mind until just now that I had kind of missed the opportunity to once again send everybody to school. If you've been following me for a while, you know I'm actually a really big fan of homeschooling. I think it's a great opportunity. There are pros and cons to everything. There are pros and cons to public school. There are pros and cons to homeschooling. And I think now, in retrospect, with this clarity today, I'm just kind of seeing that I got stuck in this mindset of fear still. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought I was back to being me and being comfortable, but this little piece called school, I was still hanging on to, even though I didn't need to. Wyatt's been back in school for a year and a half. But I was dead on determined to keep the middle 2 kids home because, they're high energetic, they like running around, but it never really kind of gave me that light bulb effect of maybe this isn't exactly the best scenario anymore. Maybe we need to change it and send them back to school. It's not the ideal situation. And if you ask my husband, he's overly annoyed with me for bringing up the school question every year. What should we do this year? Should they stay home? Should they homeschool? Should they do online school? Should they go back to school? I swear every 6 months we're having this discussion, and it's annoying me at this point. So this moment of clarity just came last night and this morning where maybe it's not about school at all. Maybe it's about me needing to let go of that fear, right? When Wyatt was born, it was all about fear. I was scared of losing him. We had to resuscitate him every day. And then eventually that kind of, without realizing it, snowballed into having this fear of losing our other kids. Because we had lost that connection with him. Everything was Wyatt focused, so we had lost that close relationship with our other kids. So homeschooling was a way to kind of get to know them again, to get to spend more time with them again. So I think it never really crossed my mind until just now that the biggest thing why I'm hanging on to this homeschooling idea is because I'm scared of losing my kids. I'm scared of losing that connection with them. I'm scared of, once again, not knowing what they're up to, what they like, what they struggle with, who their friends are, and that's my fault. That's my fear. I shouldn't reflect that on them. I shouldn't make decisions out of fear. So, ta-da, big light bulb effect today, big clarity moment. We have decided to send all the kids back to school this year. It scares me to death. We haven't done that in a while. I've never had all the kids in school, and it means I have to kind of deal with myself during the day. But it's great. It's great because I get to commit more time to you guys. I get to commit to actually running my business again and helping you guys and being more active in my passion that is totally unrelated to my kids. So I just wanted to share that with you real quick. We all have these moments where it's like this light bulb effect, something we didn't realize before is suddenly crystal clear, and it's a question of whether you're brave enough to act on it. So I encourage you to do the same. If something just doesn't sit right with you, figure out why. And then figure out what you can do to change it. Because if it's scary and if it's difficult, it might just be the right thing to do. Think about it. Talk to you soon.